Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Personal Development with Kuseme Ise. So today we are talking about setting and achieving goals. Last week we talked about everything that has to do with personal development, understanding what personal development is, the importance, the benefits, and I'm sure that you benefited and you learned a lot from last week. So today we're talking about setting and achieving goals. Welcome to this episode and stay tuned to this station so you can get all the insights I have for you today. Okay, let's begin with defining and explaining what goal is. It might not have a rubber stamp definition, but there is an understanding around it. There's no strict word to define it, but like I said, I'm going to try and explain as much as possible so you will understand what goal is. A goal is a mission, an end, a target, whatever result you want to achieve at the end of a process, at the end of a timeline. That is a goal. It could be towards your finances, your career, education, your physical health, anything that you have to put your mind to and you're looking forward to the results. That is a goal. So now that we know what a goal is, like I said, it doesn't have any strict definition. You can actually define a goal for yourself. Let us go straight to the importance of goals. Why do we need goals? Why do we have to set goals for ourselves? Is it necessary? Is it important? Or is it just a waste of time? Let me tell you that setting and achieving goals is not a waste of time. There are very valuable benefits to setting your goals. Okay, let me just give you a few. Like I always tell you, there are numerous reasons, there are numerous importance of setting a goal, but for the purpose of this program and because of time, I'm going to limit it to a few numbers. So let's start. Why should you set a goal? You should set a goal because a goal keeps you on track. It keeps you on focus. When you set a goal, you know what you want. You know the end in mind. You have the end in mind. So you know this popular phrase that says, begin with the end in mind. When you set a goal for yourself, you know your destination. You know what you want and you start working towards getting it. So you already have the end in mind. You will not be distracted. Any attraction that comes your way that you know that it's not going to help you fulfill your goal, you're going to take it, like put it away and still focus on your goal. So your goal helps you to stay focused, stay on course, and stay in track. That is number one benefit of setting a goal. The second benefit of setting a goal is that it helps you to be self-aware. Like it gives you a certain level of fulfillment that, okay, this is what I want, this is what I'm working towards, and nothing else will distract me. The goal, as much as it helps you stay focused, it also gives you this self-awareness and self-fulfillment that you actually know what you want. All the successful people in life that you admire always have goals. They always set goals and they always achieve their results based on the goals they have set. Should I give another importance of setting a goal? Okay, I'll give you one more importance. Another benefit of setting a goal is that it helps you track your life. It helps you keep track of your performance in life. Without a goal, how would you know if you're growing? How would you know if you're slacking? How would you know if you are just in one spot? But when you set a goal that has timelines, you already know when it gets to that period, you're going to take your goal and look at it and say, have I achieved this? Am I making progress? And if you've achieved it, you reward yourself. And if you're not making progress, you're going to start asking more questions as to why you haven't achieved your goal or why you had challenges achieving your goal. That is another benefit of setting a goal. If you don't have a goal, there is nothing to achieve. There is nothing to pursue. You're just living your life as it comes. You know you need to be deliberate about your life. So get ready to set a goal for yourself today. Now that we know the importance of setting a goal. We're going to just talk briefly about types of goals, okay? It's not such a big deal, but I'm just going to let you know that there are two types of goals. There are the intrinsic goals and there are the extrinsic goals. What do I mean? Intrinsic goals are the goals that you make for your personal life. That has to do with your inner fulfillment in life. What is that thing that you do to get fulfillment? Is it when you show kindness to people? So setting an intrinsic goal, for instance, if you get more fulfilled when you show kindness to people, you're probably going to set a goal saying that you want to show more of that kindness. You want to reach so and so people because of that. That particular goal, it has nothing to do with your surrounding environment. It has nothing to do with what you have achieved. It is something that you know that you can do that will not cost you much, but it gives you inner fulfillment. Another example of an intrinsic goal could be your personal relationship with God, your spiritual journey, and all of that. Everything that has to do with building yourself internally is intrinsic goal. Let's talk about the extrinsic goal. Now, extrinsic goal is the goals you set that when it has to do with the outward appearance, how you dress, your social standing, the wealth you acquire, everything that is just obvious and physical. That is extrinsic goal. When you say, oh, I want to build a house in 5 years time, it's extrinsic. I want to create so much wealth, I want to have this so and so social standing. Those are all extrinsic goals. Now that we know the types of goals, we're going to go straight to the different areas of goals. It's not such of a big deal. I've already mentioned it while I was speaking earlier. You could set goal on finances, you could set social goals, physical goals, educational goals, career goals, religious goals, spiritual goals. I could go on and on. All the different areas of our lives are worth setting goals for. Your health, your relationship with people, your relationship with friends, your performance at work. Those are the different areas that you could set goals on. Okay, I hope you're learning from this session. I hope you're learning from this series, and I want to encourage you to stay tuned. Don't go away, because there is more to come your way. My name is Kuseme Ise, and this is Personal Development with Kuseme Ise, and today we are talking about setting and achieving goals. Alright, so now we're going to go straight to the stages of goal setting. There are different stages of goal setting, but I was able to identify and streamline it just for you to 4 different stages of goal setting. I like to simplify things for you so that once you hear it, you understand it and you move into action. Okay, so the 4 stages of goal setting that I identified was the planning stage, the goal setting itself, the activation stage, and achieving your goals. That's the achievement stage. Okay, so we have the planning stage, the goal setting stage, the strategizing or activation stage, and the achievement stage. We're gonna go right into explaining. I know you're confused. I know you're saying, what does she really mean? So let me just break it down for you. Okay, I'm going to explain the different stages of goal setting for you. Okay, the very first stage is the planning stage. What do I mean? What do you need to do in the planning stage? So you want to set a goal, you want to achieve a target, and you want to write down your goals. You're hearing me saying you need to set a goal, you need to set a goal. Before you go straight into setting your goal, you need to sit back and plan. What do I want in life? What is the big picture? What is my ultimate purpose in life? What is my ultimate goal in life? You need to think, because you may not just get these answers in random. You need to sit back and think and evaluate yourself. What is it that you really want out of your life? That is the planning stage, the big picture. Once you are able to identify what you want in life, then you are ready to set your goal. Another aspect of the planning stage is that when you have identified what the ultimate plan, the big picture, you've identified your goal now, right? Okay. Please avoid setting goals on things that you don't have control over. Always restrict your goals to those of personal performance, okay? So let's say, for instance, you want to achieve a PhD at the age of 35. You want to have a doctorate degree at the age of 35, okay? You have all the powers you need. It is in your power to work towards that, to pass your exams, to get your degree, to get your master's, and to get your PhD. But it is not in your power to determine if this school offers a PhD degree or not. So just leave that aside and focus on your personal performance, okay? I have identified two things in the planning stage. The first one I said, focus, identify the big picture, identify the end, and know exactly what you want for your life, okay? The second one is always restrict your goals to personal development, personal performance. What can I do? What is it that is in my power to do? All right. Now let's talk about the second stage of goal setting, which is actually the goal setting itself, okay? When you're setting your goals, please endeavor to stick to this acronym, SMARTER, okay? SMARTER is SMARTER. I'm going to explain what that means. SMARTER means S is for specific, let your goals be specific. M is for measurable, let your goals be measurable. And A is for attainable, let your goals be attainable, let it be achievable. Let it not be out of this world. Don't build castles in the air, okay? Let your goals be relevant. So you have the big picture. Avoid setting goals that are not relevant to your big picture. Restrict your goals to things and actions that are relevant to the big picture, to your goal itself. Let your goal be time bound. There is no goal if it does not have a timeline. I could just say, I want to be a professor in life. When? Where? How? Please let your goals be time bound, okay? The E stands for evaluate. When you're done setting your goals, kindly evaluate, okay? You have to evaluate the goals you have set, and are they reasonable? Are they relevant? Are they attainable? Are they measurable? Are they specific? After this whole evaluation, so all these steps are what you do, what you put in place as you go on. So the last R is readjusting your goals. We may have set goals, but then as you progress in knowledge and experience, you need to readjust your goals to reflect your status in life and your stage of experience. Those are the acronyms. Those are the things you should put your mind to. Those are the factors you should consider while setting your goals. Let your goals be specific. What do I mean by let your goals be specific? Please avoid putting goals like, I want to be successful in life. That's so generic. Define your success. Give it a timeline. Make it measurable. Okay? Like, to what extent would you attain in life to define it to be success? Success means different things for different people. So please, and then always make your goals attainable. There is a saying that if your dreams don't scare you, then they are not big enough. Of course, that is right. There is a way you can set your dreams as big as possible, but also attainable. You know why? Because you're going to strategize on the different ways to bring it to pass. You don't just set goals and then you don't know how to bring it to pass because it is bigger than you. It is so large, it is so unattainable that you don't know where to start from. Okay? Then I've already talked about the time bound. You always have to be specific about when you want to achieve this goal. You want to be a PhD holder, a doctorate degree holder at 35, okay? 35 is a time. How long will it take you to get to 35? If you're 20 today, it means you have 15 years to achieve that goal, right? So, within your 15 years, where are you? Now, that takes me to the next stage of goal setting. So, the first one is the smarter. I have talked about that. The next one is reducing the big picture into small and executable steps. Okay? You have the big picture. Now you need to reduce the big picture into yearly, monthly, weekly, and daily goals. Okay? You have daily to-dos, you have weekly goals, you have monthly goals. These will all be things that will lead you towards achieving your ultimate goal in life. So now it takes me back to what I was trying to say. If you want to attain a PhD or doctorate degree at age 35 and you're 20 at the moment, you have 15 years to plan towards that. If you're 20 and so your timeline is 15 years, okay? Your time bound is 15 years. Now, where are you? Are you in the university yet? Or you are yet to be in the university? Or have you graduated? Are you doing your National Youth Service Corps? From where you are, you need to plan towards that 15-year goal. What do I need to do? I need to take a master's degree, right? At what point do I need to take a master's degree if I want to have a PhD in 15 years' time? Normally, PhDs last for like between 3 to 4 years. So, if a PhD degree, you need 4 years to achieve that. It means that at age 30, you must already have had your master's degree so that it will qualify you to apply for your PhD. What do you need to have your master's degree? It means that before age 30, you must have had your first degree so that you'll be able to be qualified to apply for masters. Those are the kind of things, those are the ways you reduce your long-term goals into small and achievable and actionable steps. Okay? Now, these steps, these goals, you have to learn how to reduce them into yearly, monthly, weekly, and daily goals. So let's still use our example. If you need to go for PhD, if you will need a master's, so to have a master's in most schools, you will be required to have graduated with a good grade in your undergraduate studies. So your yearly goals perhaps when you are in the university is to make sure that you attain good grades in order to be able to meet up the qualification to further your masters. Now, how do you attain good grades? Your monthly goal will be that I'm going to attend all my classes this month and I'm going to be able to exhaust this textbook. I'm going to finish reading this textbook this month. Your daily goal is, if I want to have that good grade, if I want to graduate with a first class from the university, if I want to graduate with a 2-1 from the university, how much time do I need to study every day to be able to achieve that? You could say, okay, I want to be studying for 1 hour every day. I want to be studying for 2 or 3 or 4 hours. That now becomes your daily to-do. Okay? You have been able to break down your goals from the big picture down to your daily goal, your daily to-do. When you now put all of this together, when you begin to act on your to-dos and your monthly goals, your yearly goal, you work towards your timeline. You already have a timeline in mind, so you're going to make sure that you are focused and do everything within your power, within that timeline, to be able to achieve that big picture. That is stage 2 of setting goals. Alright, I hope you're learning, I hope you understand. Stay tuned to this station and don't go away. We will be right back after this break. Welcome back to Personal Development with Kuseme Isi. Today, like you know, we have been talking about goal setting and achieving goals. And I have said a lot of things and I'm sure that you've learned from it. I have talked about I have defined goals. I have talked about the importance of setting goals. I've talked about the areas of goals, the types of goals, and I talked about the stages of goals. I have talked about the 2 stages of goals. There are 4 stages of goals. I have talked about 2. The first one is planning your goals. The second one is actually setting the goals. So before before we went on the break, I tried explaining to you how you should set the goals, from having the big picture to reducing it to smaller achievable steps. Another thing for setting your goal is that you should make sure that you have a reason while you are setting this goal. Why do you want this particular goal? Why do you want to achieve this goal? Having a reason, and a very potent one at that, will help you stay on course. You will not be easily discouraged because you have a very strong reason for setting that goal. The last thing to do under setting your goal is to write it down. There is nothing like a goal in your head, okay? Write your goals down. Write the vision. Make it plain so that you may run with it and not faint. If you don't write your goals down, you will forget. You will, in fact, the way it will vanish. Please learn to write your goals down. That is the last thing I want to talk about under setting your goals. Let's talk about the number 3 stage of goal setting and achieving goals. The number 3 stage is strategizing. Action plan. Now you've set your goals. Now you know what you want in life. How do you want to achieve it? Okay? You have to strategize and develop a plan that will help you actualize that goal. Like I already said, we're using the example of if you want to achieve a doctorate degree at age 35 and you have 15 years. How do you want to do that? You must pass your exams, your undergraduate studies, you must have a master's degree, and you know all of that requires funds. You have to pay your school fees, you pay your way through your academics. You have to strategize. How do I raise funds to achieve my goals? That is a strategy. Maybe you will have to set up a business, you have to expand your income, you have to take up a trust, you have to take up insurance, things that will aid you achieve your goals. You have to strategize. That is the first thing under your action plan. You have to develop an action plan, strategize, so that you may be able to achieve your goals. Okay? Now you have a strategy, right, to achieve your goal. You have to learn to eliminate bad habits. Procrastination, laziness, everything that will make you not achieve your goals. If you're always very drowsy when you haven't exercised, then you have to start exercising so that it won't stop you from achieving your goals. You have to learn how to eat healthy, because if you fall sick, you're not going to achieve your goals. Every bad habit that indiscipline, everything, like I've said, procrastination, laziness, indiscipline, bad habits, everything that will stand in the way of you achieving your goals, you have to make conscious efforts to eliminate it, because that is the only way that you will achieve your goals. The next thing is for you to stay focused. If you set your goals, of course there will be challenges. You will not just sway or change your mind when a challenge comes. You have to learn to stay focused, be consistent, stay on course. You already have your goal, right? You already have your strategy to implement this goal. You have to learn to stay focused, because there will be so many distractions. You have to learn to block out distractions when you are implementing your goal, because that way you're focused and you are positive and ready to overcome and attack every challenge that is in the way of you achieving your goals. Another thing is for you to prioritize your goals. You have a big picture and you have been able to set out different small goals, small measures to attain your goal, your overall goal. Please, you need to learn to prioritize. You can't do everything at the same time, okay? So if passing your exams is the most immediate item on your list, you have to focus on studying and getting your best grades. That way you are not distracted with the fact that, I need to have a master's. You can't have a master's degree if you don't pass your undergraduate degree. So at that point, your undergraduate degree is your priority. That is how you prioritize your goals and start with the most important aspect. The last point I want to talk about under your strategy and your action plan is for you to actually start working on your goals. You have your strategy, you are committed, you've eliminated bad habits. So you need to actually start today, start now to implement your goals. I hope you're learning something from this episode. It's personal development with Kuseme Ise, and we are talking about setting and achieving goals today. Don't go away, stay tuned, because I have one more important point for you on this episode. Now let's talk about the last stage of setting and achieving goals. The last stage is actually achieving your goals. So you have been able to identify what you want, you have set the goal, and you have a strategy, and you have begun to implement them. Now, achieving your goals. When you begin to achieve those goals, those little steps, that you have passed that exam, you have gotten that degree, you are working towards getting that master's, you have raised funds for it, you need to learn to reward yourself, because when you achieve a goal and you reward yourself, it helps you and it encourages you to go ahead and achieve your next goal. After you reward yourself, you need to reevaluate your goals, okay? Like I said earlier, your goals may change or may need you to update it based on your experience and your growth. So, you need to be able to update and readjust your goals as you go on in life. Nobody says that your goal is a rubber stamp that you must not change, or that if you try to readjust your goals, you are deviating. No, it only means you adjust your goals. Sometimes you could set a smaller goal and you go on in life and you see that there is a bigger picture. Readjust your goals to suit that. Alright, the next thing is to be open to failures. Do not think that because you fail, that's the end in life. That is not the end. All the successful people we know, they have failed in one way or the other. So failure is not the end. So if you fail, it's fine. Okay? Start again. Start pursuing your goals again. You keep failing, you keep trying. Okay? And also be open to criticisms. When you're working towards achieving your goals, get feedback from people. Okay? Are you on course? Are you on the right track? What are you doing? Are you being kind to people on your way to success? Be open to criticisms and get feedback from people. I'm glad that you have stayed with me up to this point in this program. Albert Einstein had said, if you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to persons, not to any material thing. So now I'm saying to you, have you set that goal? When are you going to set it? Can you kindly do me a favor by beginning the plan towards setting and achieving your goals now? There are several mobile applications that can help you to set and achieve your goals. One is called Goalify. You can check it on your Android Play Store or your iOS. And then there is Strides. It also helps you set and achieve your goals, and it helps you track. There is also a third one that is called Coach.me Tracker. That is another app that can help you. Okay? As you begin to set your goals today, may the Lord grant you according to your heart desires and help you fulfill your plans in life. That is what Psalms 20 verse 4 says. Thank you so much for staying tuned. Like I said, my name is Kuseme Ise, and I have a YouTube channel where I dish out more information on such, on education, career, and personal development. If you want to learn more, you need to visit my YouTube channel and actually subscribe so that you won't miss any insightful information for your life. Thank you so much. Also follow me on my social media. LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram are all at Kuseme Ise. Till I come your way in the next episode, do stay tuned to this station. Take care of yourself, set your goals, begin your personal development journey until I come your way in my next episode. Bye.